Hi everybody, it's Trisha the Knitting Lady. It's Monday and I will draw the winner. But first I'm going to do the trivia and just show you some stuff I received. Some stuff. Isn't that awful? I shouldn't call it stuff. I won some yarn from Jane Scraptastic Yarns, and this is the yarn I won. And it's sock yarn. It's originally from Knit Crate. It's, what's it called? La Bribus by Knit Crate. And it's, each skein is 437 yards, fingering weight. And it's 40% merino wool, 40% Peruvian Highland wool, 20% nylon. So, I don't know if I'm going to make socks with it or not. I have to decide. You know, it's like everybody else. I have too many things going on. You know, I have a sweater I still have to finish for me. I haven't knitted anything for anybody for Christmas. My son never wants anything, and the last time I made something for my brother, I made him a hat and he said it was too drafty. Does that make sense? No, of course it doesn't make sense. So I said, well, no more hats for you. I had to run over to my P.O. box before to pick that up, and I wore one of my hats. This I crocheted a couple years ago in thick yarn. Thick, bulky yarn. I'm not a fan of bulky yarn, to be honest with you. I prefer the thinner yarn. But this took me no time. I was watching a friend give a presentation because she's a yarn dyer. What was I there, an hour, and I finished a hat. I was just crocheting away while she was talking. So, let me talk trivia. Because I figured I'd get this video done. I have to go back on the computer later. I didn't finish the new course. I started the new course. I already had a test. I hate tests. As much schooling as I've been to, I do not like tests. I always have to calm myself down before taking a test. Even at my age, because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I like to get, you know, if I don't get a certain grade, I get mad at myself. So I didn't get 100, but I think I got 95. So that's all right. But I had to sit there and think, because see, the trouble with doing taxes is now you have to practice what they call due diligence. And it really is making sure you ask the right questions, get all the right answers for these certain credits. And in fact, I thought about going out on my own. And as a tax preparer now, well, especially at my level, you have to get insurance. Really, people will sue you. So I looked at the cost of the insurance and the cost of everything else and the tax programs and everything. And I said, I think I'll just stay working for a company. They pay for the insurance. Of course, they're real careful now because not only the IRS can assess fines against the preparer, but they can also assess fines against the company that hired the preparer. So, and they're pretty steep, these fines. So I don't know how these people get away with the fraud that they get away with. Well, that's because they do a disappearing act. I had a few people I had to do identity theft claim for them because where they went to get their taxes done did a disappearing act. You know, It's really sad because, you know, your information's out there. You really have to be careful who you go to. But anyway, this is the trivia question of today. Which product was advertised in the first TV commercial in 1941? I didn't even know they had television in 1941, way before I was born. And you have a choice of Maxwell House Coffee, Bulova watches. Did they even make Bulova watches? In fact, I meant to look that up. Kellogg's Cornflakes, Winston cigarettes. And the answer is, Bulova watches. It was aired, the commercial was aired on July 1st of 1941 during a baseball game between the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. My mother was a fan of Philadelphia Phillies. My father was not a Brooklyn Dodger fan. He was a New York Giant fan. And the Brooklyn Dodgers went to Los Angeles, and New York Giants went to San Francisco. But, so, Bulova paid $9 for that spot. And I guess television was limited because it only reached 4,000 viewers in New York. So that's the answer to that. The largest snowflake recorded was 15 inches across. And on this day in 1799, a long time ago, George Washington, first president of the United States, died. He was 67 years old. It's the birthday of Nostradamus. I don't know if you ever read all of those predictions. And I was thinking, okay, the commercial wasn't aired on this day for the first time. What was the thing that happened on this day? Well, on December 14th of 1819, Alabama joined the Union as a 22nd state. State capital is Montgomery. The first 911 call was made in Alabama in 1968. But the first three-digit emergency number was 999, and that was in the United Kingdom. I didn't know this. Now I have to go to Alabama to go see this town. There's a small town in Alabama called Magnolia Springs, and it has mail delivery by boat. I think it's the only place where they have mail delivery by boat. It started in 1915 and still continues today. In fact, they had a video online. They showed the mailman delivering the mail by boat. People have boxes set up along the shore. So it reaches 180 homes along a 31-mile length. It's near the Gulf Shores. I've been to the Gulf Shores in Alabama, but I didn't know about that town. And it's along the Magnolia River. Isn't that interesting? So it looks really nice. So I have to put that on my list too. And guess what? It's illegal to do. And this is on the books. This is illegal to do in Alabama. It's illegal to wrestle a bear. So do we have anybody out there who want to wrestle a bear? Well, you're not going to be allowed to do it there. So it's illegal to sell, purchase, own, or train a bear for wrestling. It's a Class B felony, which is the same as manslaughter. Well, I guess that makes sense because, you go wrestle a bear, are you going to survive? I just thought that was a riot. So that's about it for trivia. I also saw a note where the man who delivers the mail, they had his name, but I didn't want to put it out on this video. It's the Same man. He's been doing it for a long time. He doesn't see barking dogs, but he sees alligators when it's warm, snakes, bobcats, deer, and hawks, and maybe a bald eagle once in a while. So that's the trivia for today. And I don't know if you can see these earrings. They're little balls of yarn. I bought them at a Fiber Fest. Chris, yeah, last time I went to a Fiber Fest, it was up in North Carolina in Sparta, the Blue Ridge Fiber Fest. I really liked it. It was very rural and nothing fancy about it. In fact, some of the it was in barns. Some of the displays were in barns, and you could see the animals. See, I like that kind of show. I don't know. I used to go to, in New Jersey, I used to go to, they used to call it the Sussex County Fair. I lived in Sussex County for a while. I think they call it something else now. But I always used to go see all the animals and go see the shows where they were judging them. In fact, my girlfriend and I went up one time. We got into a conversation with the gentleman who owned all these cows. And he's taking us backstage, behind the scenes, to see all his different cows. I thought it was interesting. I don't know. I always liked cows. But he was like a little kid. Oh, you girls love cows? Do you want to see my other cows? Okay. All right. So I had 7 people want the yarn. That's the reflective yarn. Before I draw the number, I want to say, I didn't mean to make that noise. I'm going to wait till after the new year to send out the other yarn. Because trying to, I'll mail out this yarn, but the line, just to mail out anything is ridiculous. And work, unfortunately, is getting busy. So I'll wait till after the new year and I'll have another drawing. So it's not that I'm not going to do that. Maybe in the meanwhile, I'll find other stuff too. But I'll wait for the third drawing after New Year. All right, I better stop this. So shaky, shaky. And let me see. I know this is not a very good way of doing this, is it? So I'm not looking, Okay, who do I got? Who do I got here? Oh boy, I really crinkled this up, didn't I? All right, the winner is Froggy went to knitting. So Froggy, you won the yarn, the reflective yarn. So I'm going to have to put that in the notes and contact Froggy, because I watch her live videos all the time. In fact, there's going to be what's up in a couple hours from here? One of the girls told me, Spin Right? Anyway, they usually have a sale in May. So Froggy said she might come down to North Carolina, so I might get to meet her. So Froggy, you won. I will contact you, and you'll send me your information. And that's about it. I can't think of anything else. I keep thinking there's something else I got to tell you, but I don't remember. So I hope everybody's getting ready for the holidays. Now it's coming too fast. I have all this work I have to do now for, these classes for work. Like I said, I have to get back on the computer. So take care, everybody. I'm talking too much. It's time for me to shut up. All right, bye now.